Welcome to EduFlux. Myself Arga Kamal Das, who has secured All India Rank 77 in GATE 2020 Electrical, and today I am going to speak about the strategy or the way to attempt PSU exams. Earlier a video is already there on how to prepare for PSU exams. This video will be based on my experience in the computer-based tests CBTs of a few PSU exams for which I have appeared for, like BHEL ET in 2019 and CIL MT in 2020, both of which I cleared to qualify for the interview. This will be focusing mostly more on the upcoming PSU exams like NLCIL and like that. So let's start. A few tips and things are going to be shared that may help while attempting the exams. So those are, first of all, we need to have a careful look at the pattern of the exam, like the number of questions asked, which is like 80 technical versus 40 non-technical for NLC. Then the time of the duration of the exam, which is 2 hours NLC, and whether there is negative marking or not, and also the marking scheme. In CIL there was no negative marking, but in BHEL and also in NLC will be a negative marking of 0.25 for wrong answers. So the strategy has to be decided accordingly depending on the marking scheme. Next, the few things that have to be kept in mind. These are general things that should be remembered while attempting the exam, that can give an edge or to stay ahead and in the competition, and also give a good chance in clearing the exam. First of all is generally it is seen that all the questions carry equal weightage. So it is not that if you attempt the tough questions you will get more marks, or if you attempt the easy questions you will get less marks. So the questions have to be chosen such that they can give you the maximum output, or the maximum benefit, or the maximum marks by spending the minimum time. So first of all, we should have the aspirant should have a look at all the questions first in the time allotted. Say it is 120 questions in 2 hours. So in the first 1 or 1.5 hours, should try at least to have a look at all the questions, so that you can figure out which question to attempt and which question to leave. Next is, some people think that technical questions should be attempted and non-technical questions may be left because technical questions have to be attempted. It is not like that. If you are not able to attempt any particular question, say even from the technical section, though it appears easy, you should not stick to that question, should not waste time, and should not feel bad, or you should not take it personally that why this question is not getting solved, it is so easy, it should be solved, and keep on trying. It will unnecessarily waste time. It should be done so that actually the questions, it is seen that sometimes the questions are also wrong, like the options are not matching. At the end of after the exam, it is declared that those questions will not be included for evaluation. So if you keep thinking that the question was easy and I have to find the answer and keep on attempting, it will unnecessarily waste time, and you will miss out on many other questions which are actually easy and can fetch you many times the marks carried by that question. Suppose if you waste 5 minutes on one question, you could have solved 5 easy questions in that same 5 minutes, which would fetch you 5 marks. So in that way, don't spend more than 1.5 or 2 minutes per question, and don't take it personally that every easy question should get solved. Try twice. If answer doesn't match with options, please proceed to the next question. And while attempting the test, at periodic intervals, you should have a look at the timer, what time has already elapsed and how much time is left. It should not be the case that you go on attempting and don't have a look at the time, keep a track of the time, and you may not be able to keep that pace that is required while attempting the exam. So keeping that pace, the optimum pace is required, and that has to be taken care of during the exam. The next important point is, since technical and non-technical carries equal weightage, so don't think that after finishing the technical only I will proceed to the non-technical. Equal weightage means per question, in terms of per question I'm saying. So if you are able to finish technical in time, well and good, else you can proceed to the non-technical section, or vice versa. No need to uh, spend too much time on any section, because all the sections need to be attempted well in order to make your chances of qualifying high. And apart from that, other things that should be kept in mind is that be calm and composed and relaxed. Don't judge or estimate the cutoff and all during the course of the exam. That will create unnecessary panic and pressure. And apart from that, the time needs to be managed very efficiently, no time, no, not much time should be spent on a single question. It should be decided beforehand how much time you want. Regarding attempts, if there is negative marking, then those questions only need to attempted in which there is, in which you are at least 50% sure. That is, you can eliminate 2 of the options among the 4 options, and between the other 2 options you are confused, like which one to choose. Else it is not worth risking, because there may be 25% or 1/4 of the mark gone for the negative. Also there has to be a compromise made between the number of attempts and the accuracy, and it should be made sure that the attempts do not go below 75 to 80%, as in that case you may risk qualifying to the next stage. And reducing the number of attempts below a certain minimum can reduce the chances, because the marks scored will be less, and increasing the number of attempts may also risk or reduce your chances, because more marks may go to negative marking if you are not attempting it